Hello and welcome to Ask the Attorney Anything. I'm Rebecca Zung, and this is my forum where I actually just answer any questions that you guys shoot right at me, and I just answer them off the cuff and try to be in service to you and help you guys with this time in your life. I know when you're dealing with a narcissist and you're in the discard phase, and that's when they go into their serious smear campaign and start hurling everything they can at you, and just you feel like you're under siege, you're like under attack, because you absolutely are. And so you feel like you're constantly you know on the defensive, and it's so fast and it's so much that you just don't even have time to like see or think. And so that's why I developed the Slay program, so that you would learn how to develop strategy and leverage and anticipate what they're going to do, and focus on you and your case and your position and your self-care and all of those good things, because I want you to have the tools that you need to be able to escape these narcissists. And also, even if you can't escape them right away, I want you to have the tools that you need to shift that dynamic of power, to start feeling like you're the one in control instead of them the ones in control constantly. I want you to feel like you can go on the offensive. I want you to feel strong enough to be able to understand what's going on and what's really happening, so that you have the step-by-step guidance that you need to be able to get a fair result when you're dealing with these narcissists. So I'm here to answer your questions. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, what are you waiting for? Subscribe and hit that notification bell. Me and my team, we literally get hundreds of messages all day long about people who have said that these videos have saved their lives. My programs, my resources have absolutely changed everything for them. And so I want you to have this information. If you have subscribed to my channel, then you'll know when I go live and when I upload new content and do all the cool things that I'm getting ready to do in 2021. We have so much amazing stuff planned for you for 2021. And I want you to be a part of it. You guys, my community. By the way, if you haven't joined my Facebook group, you should definitely do that too. It's totally free. It's private. Narcissist Negotiators with Rebecca Zung. Come join me in that as well. So I would love to know where you are all tuning in from here today. I see Rebecca from Oregon. I see Mark. Hi, Rebecca. I see Sven. Greetings from Belgium. Excellent. Awesome. I love Belgium's beautiful country. Okay, so I'm going to check out a couple of your questions here. So I have a question here from Al. What are your thoughts on the opposing side's tactic was to leave, set criminal charges, huge published smear campaigns, all for the purpose of separation? What's your opinion for best defense? Well, you've heard first of all, let me just tell you, I'm so sorry of what you're going through. It sounds like you're dealing with a malignant narcissist. Malignant narcissists tend to be the ones who are, they don't even care. They have no conscience whatsoever. They'll just go after you and they'll say whatever they need to say. So what I'm going to say to you, Al, is your best defense is a good offense. For those of you who follow me regularly, you know that I often say that the best football teams, if they have a great defense, then they have nobody scoring any points. So you need to start going on the offensive. This is a person who has gotten you under siege. And that's what narcissists do. Like right out of the gate, they want to take that first swing. They want to make sure that you feel disempowered, that you feel like you can't ever get past all of this. I have had clients who have had criminal charges against them, who haven't seen their children for years. All of this bad stuff has happened to them. And then they come to my office and we get it all turned around. And the reason why I can get it turned around is because I help them create a strategy which will box them in, Remember, when you're talking about a narcissist, the most important thing to them is narcissistic supply. But when you're dealing with a narcissist and you're dealing with that narcissistic supply, remember that the supply that means the most to them is how they look, what people think of them. They want the rest of the world to think that they're wonderful, or that they're the victim and that you're the bad one, and they want to get that preemptive strike going in there. So they put you on the defensive right away. So what you need to do is create a strategy that's going to threaten a source of supply that means more to your spouse to keep than the supply that she's getting from making you miserable. And she's getting lots and lots of supply by watching you squirm, by watching, her be on top, or him, or whoever it is that's on the other side. And so that's what's really going on. And the beautiful thing about narcissists is that they are so simple to understand. They only want one thing, and that's supply. But they go after it in many different ways. But they're actually very, very predictable. They're very predictable in how they will act in any kind of a discard phase, but especially when they're dealing with somebody in divorce or end of a business partnership or anything like that. They fight dirty. That's what they do. They don't have ethics. They just, it's the equivalent of the kick in the groin, the pulling of the hair, the biting of the ear, whatever they have to do so that they can come on top. But you can develop a strategy which will allow you to box them in. And narcissists eventually do self-destruct. If you give them enough rope, they eventually get to a point where they start making mistakes, where they start coming unglued. They'll act like they're moving forward, and they're really good at this magical thinking and moving forward and not seeing their path of destruction behind them. But they will eventually self-destruct if you surround them and put them in a place where they have no choice but to resolve matters with you. And that's what I teach in the Slay program. That's what I teach on these videos. That's what I teach in everything that I do, because I figured it out. I figured out how to negotiate with them in a way that helps you see movement and get where you want to go. Okay, so great question there, Al. Thank you so much. Hello, Sandra from Massachusetts. Hello, Jenny from Florida. Thank you so much for being here. And I hope that you've all found some great value in here in this content, because that's what we're here to do for you guys, to get you out of these relationships. So let's see if I can find, I'm going through a divorce with my narc and he's turning off utilities. Yeah, so that's the kind of thing that narcissists will do. And that's a question from Carla. Those are the kinds of things that you want to be jumping right on. Don't let them get away with anything. The thing about narcissist victims and targets is that we all tend to be good people, nice people, people who don't want to make waves, who don't want to appear to be overly, aggressive. We just want what's fair. We don't want to hurt anybody. And so what happens is sometimes you end up hanging back too much because you're saying, well, I don't want to spend too much money. I don't want to go crazy. And then they are just basically smothering you. And by the time you decide, you know what, I do want to fight back, now you're so far the other direction. It's sort of like a tug of war or something. And they've gotten you so far the other direction that you've got to try to now go all the way back here just to get back to the middle. And so when something happens, like they're shutting off utilities or things like that, I don't know if there's some kind of a standing order in your jurisdiction, but some jurisdictions have some an order that goes out automatically from the court as soon as a divorce is filed that says that you have to maintain status quo. And so, there may be a situation where it's already in contempt of court because they're violating that court order. If you don't have that, then you need to file something with the court, go get in front of a judge and ask the judge to force him to pay the utilities. And that way you'll have a court order so that if he doesn't pay the utilities going forward, you can ask the court to hold him in contempt. And once you hold him in contempt, bad things can happen. He can be sanctioned. They can strike pleadings. They can not allow him to ask for certain things. They can fine him. They can, do all kinds of things. So, ask for attorney's fees. So, my point is the way that you start to make them feel like they're the ones under siege is at the very least, don't let them get away with anything. Every little thing has to be brought right in front of the judge right away. Okay. So that's my answer to Carla. So let's see. I try to answer one more question here. Do you offer consulting for people who are not in Florida? Yeah, basically, I consult with people all over the world. I have a limited number of spaces for one-on-one coaching each week. It's very limited, but I have coached people all over the world. I also highly recommend that you come to my Slay Your Negotiation, or the webinar that I offer, which I offer several times a week. Please come to that. That is the best way to have access to me and my knowledge and the information that I have. Okay, so and we'll make sure that there's a link to signing up for that webinar. It's totally free. It'll be in the first comment and it'll be pinned. So come join me there because that'll be one of the best places. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining me today on this edition of Ask the Attorney Anything. If you like this video, give it a like. I see 26 likes right now. I should see, and 82 people on this call. So let's see, 26. That should go up to 82. I want to see everybody liking this video right now. And make sure you subscribe and hit that notification bell so that you can get notified when I upload new content and when I go live like this to answer your questions. I am so grateful for all of you, and I'm grateful to be able to serve you and use my gifts to be able to help you guys. I've had to deal with narcissists in my personal life, and I've also had I've only ever practiced high net worth divorce law. So I really, really, really understand this personality type, and I know how to teach you to get out of this. It is possible wherever you are right now. If you feel like giving up, don't give in, don't give up. You can turn this around. I can help you. Stick with me, stick with this channel, watch the videos, get my free Crush My Negotiation prep worksheet. Make sure you do that. It's just at winmynegotiation.com. It's so easy to get. And start with that. And we will help you do this. Okay, we're here for you. I'm so glad that you were here with me today. I'm Rebecca Zung. Remember, today's a great day to start negotiating your best life. So let's do it. All right. Thank you all so, so much.